Welcome back to another Buy a Mulligan. For those that don't know how it works, Troy Merritt is joining us. I'm going to ask you 5 very uncomfortable questions. If you answer all of them, you get this really awesome t-shirt. How badly do you want this?
I want it pretty badly because this seat's actually pretty hot.
Right. And of course, you can choose not to answer only one question, hence buying your mulligan. T-shirt goes out the window. First question, you recently notched your first PGA Tour win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What did you do to celebrate, and what was the beverage of choice?
I drank about 2 gallons of water that night at dinner, and I got back to the room at about 11:15. I was just going to answer text messages. I had about 100 of them, but then I turned on the golf channel, and the replay was just starting. I was hitting my tee shot on the first hole, so I watched the coverage, I answered all my messages, and by the time I was done, it was 3:30 in the morning and the round was over. So not much of a celebration, but it was a late night.
You celebrated by watching your round all over again.
Yep.
And drinking water.
Yep.
All right, that's not the answer I was expecting, but it's fantastic nonetheless. All right, unfortunately, you knew I was going to bring this up. Terrible taste in NFL teams. Your loyalties with, of course, the Cleveland Browns. I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler. This doesn't really bode well for our friendship. So let's see how big of a fan you are. If you were promised a win on the PGA Tour next year, or 2 Browns Super Bowl wins in the next 5 years, what do you go with?
I'll take my job on the PGA Tour.
But you already have your job locked up.
I'll take my job on the PGA Tour.
The Browns are literally never going to win a Super Bowl. Even the fans don't want it bad enough. So we're just on the record for that. You have to play a practice round with one player every day starting next season forever. Who is it and why?
I'm going to go with my buddy Bryce Garnett.
Why?
It's my caddy's favorite player on the tour. So if I want to make my caddy happy, I should play with the guy that he likes the best, right?
That seems like a conversation for a different time.
Yeah, and I happen to like Bryce too. He's a great guy.
There you go. All right, so we'll flip it. If you can choose to not play a practice round with one player currently on the PGA Tour forever, who would you never want to play with again?
Maybe Ryu Ishikawa, just because of all the cameras that come with him.
Oh, is it a distraction even during practice rounds?
Yeah, it's just, we just want to play golf, just hit some shots, have some fun, and when you got a lot of cameras around, it's a little bit different, that's all.
Tough to be famous.
Yeah, that's not his fault.
Right. All right, so many players seem to have nicknames on the PGA Tour. Yours, for instance, Turbo T. Quickly, this isn't part of the question, but explain where Turbo T came from.
I got that from Ricky's caddy, Joe. I just bomb it by Ricky, and he just has to deal with it.
Don't ever let the facts get in the way of a good story.
That's
All right,
right.
so here's the real question, though. What's the worst nickname on tour that guys don't even really like calling him to his face?
I think the only one I can really think of would be the Angry Ant, Gavin Coles.
The Angry Ant.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I just heard it through the grapevine.
Would you ever call him that?
No, I like Gavin.
All right, you know what I like? The fact that you get a t-shirt.
Absolutely.
Once again, I keep trying to stump you guys, and no one seems to be buying their mulligan. Is it because the t-shirts are so awesome?
You need to ask easier questions.
Easier questions.
Yeah.
Go the opposite way.
Opposite.
I like that
Absolutely.
strategy. Troy Merritt, you are a Buy a Mulligan champion. Congratulations.
Second win this year. Thank you.